Great morning. Let's see what we have today. What is the word of the day, the pointing, the topic? Oh, for the people, there were a couple of people that asked about the my dancer, Mother Earth dancer, and the newest piece. Those two pieces, Ronald is going to do the canvas copy, and we're going to see how they turn out. And so I will let you know as soon as these things are done, cost and etc. Okay, and then I'll try to put a thing up of the different artworks, and if you wanted to order one, let me know. Okay, so first card out is breathe. Okay, I know people are going to get wound up because because of what Trump is saying, and because of his Borg. The Borg is plugged in, and they're like robots. It's like they're in the mind of Trump, and whatever he says, they believe, okay? So there's going to be more acting out and tantrums being played and bad behavior, just as they've been doing all along. So you don't be surprised by this. Breathe. A fairy tale, okay? They're in a fairy tale. Grimm's fairy tales, okay? So let them act out, let the police handle it. We just need to breathe, and like the reading said the other day, we've got this. We've got this. So, let's just watch it play out. The universe has got this. Spirit has got this. And enchantment. Okay, so this is going along with that. So this must be what people really need to hear today. Breathe through this. They're enchanted. It's like I said, it's like they have been taken over. It's a Borg. They're robots. They're plugged into the system. And whatever Trump says, it goes on to their little minds. They have no filtering system there. There is no rational thought there. They believe it 100%. So yes, he's instigating and will continue to instigate this bad behavior and acting out. But breathe. Just continue to breathe through it and know the universe is handling it. They're in a fairy tale. They're enchanted. It's not real. It's real to them. They think it's real, but it's fantasy. Okay? So whatever tantrums they're going to have, let them have it. Don't engage them. Stay at home. Breathe. Watch this play out. Let the police handle it. Let spirit handle it. And we go forward. Okay? So today's thing is saying, look, it's a fairy tale. They're in Grimm's fairy tales. They're in Trump's fantasy. They've been enchanted. Okay, they're not seeing clearly. And he is going to continue to rile them up. And they're going to continue to be just like Trump and have a tantrum, okay? They'll continue to believe this deep state conspiracy. There's no evidence anywhere. And this is why when everyone he's taken to the courts, they've thrown it out immediately. So don't get yourself worked up about this. Breathe. Breathe. Okay? I like this image. You've got the image here. Within is the great divine is. So again, be at peace, be settled. This is going to play out. don't get involved in it. Don't go out there with the riots and all of this stuff and get yourself hurt, because the more Trump acts out, the more the Borg is going to follow him and they will act out. Okay? It's like I said, I just feel he's like the electrical head of it. There's a long cord that goes from him through to all of his followers, and they've all plugged in. Okay? So they're little robots on the Borg. And like the reading said this morning, you know, they are locked into this for quite some time. It's going to take time. It's going to take quite some time for them to let go of this, okay? Years, years. Some of them may be railing about this for years. So the best thing is to know where they're coming from is a fantasy. They're in denial of the truth, okay? So they're going to act out. They're going to have tantrums. FBI is going to be watching them ever more closely because, like I said in the other reading, you know, they had a couple of these fools that were going to go shoot up where they're counting the votes. Okay? So yes, they're going to have more plots, more of the stuff, especially right after inauguration. I feel that something is coming up then. But there will be continued skirmishes of them acting out. Okay? So, okay, we know it's saying they're in fantasy land. Just, you know, play it off, sit there and breathe. Okay? Breathe. And so other than not involving, not getting out there into this maelstrom, just stay in your homes, breathe, let the authorities handle this. We don't need to stir it up anymore. What other advice can you give us today? What other advice can you tell people? Do you have another pointing for the morning? Is there another pointing that would be beneficial? So let's see what we have. A change in the wind. Okay. Things are changing. And again, like they said, we have to give it time. They have to count all the ballots. And it doesn't matter what hijinks Trump tries to play. Him and they're saying maybe they're going to get Sekulow, or as I call him, Sucklow, to try to handle this in the courts. Sacredness. So again, just let Trump and his cronies wish. Yeah. So, okay. So what this is saying, our wishes, keep the best things that you wish, that you hope for, that you want to see, keep those in mind. The change is coming. Stay in sacredness. Don't get down to their level of darkness and spin and shadow and conspiracies and drama. You stay in sacredness. Okay? Know that the divine is in control. The change is coming. The change is in the wind. So keep your wishes foremost. Keep the good thoughts foremost. And stay there. And just watch this like, you know, kind of a dramatic comedy hour. Just watch him. I mean, and in one way, it's sad. It's pathetic. Because not only can he not lose gracefully, he cannot accept that fate, he has no way that he can manipulate his way out of this. He's always found a way to have the courts manipulate a way out of it by dragging this stuff in the courts and keeping it there for years. Okay? And this round robin that he's used before is not going to work this time. So watch him and Sucklow and the rest of them, like Lindsay. Lindsay is out there again. Oh, it's fake, it's fraud. He's right up there on, kissing Trump's behind again. So let them go through whatever it is they're going to go through. Okay? And you just keep the well wishes in your thoughts. We want to see a peaceful resolve. We want to see, that we get back to the land of liberty, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And those that are bad actors that want to be plugged into the board, into their fantasy, into their fairy tale drama, dark drama, okay, they can have it and they can throw their tantrums and continue to do that, but we don't need to engage them. Just see what they are, okay? Errant, and it's sad because they are going to make themselves miserable, but you don't need to make yourself miserable as well. Let them have their misery, and misery loves company. That's why all the sheep that are so disgruntled with everything in life, and so they've used him as an escapism. Let them have it for that time. Okay? We just stay out of the fray, stay out of the mix with that, and watch it play out. Okay? So I'm going to leave this here. Much love and light. Be safe out there. Continue to mask up. And get your popcorn. Continue to sit back and watch this drama play out. Because, the Tangerine Tyrant is not done yet. Like I said, and I said this from the moment he got into office, they may take him out of there in a straitjacket drooling on himself by the time it's over. And we see him mentally breaking down, and just really getting crazier by the day. Okay? Because he cannot accept loss and that karma is catching up with him, and he's going to actually have to face the things that he's done. So if he's going to be taken down, he's going to take down as much of America as he can. He's an anarchist. Okay? His buddy Bannon was out there the other day, I guess, saying he's not going to allow this to happen. What? Trump cannot stop anything. I mean, he's not going to allow it. What is he, the grand poobah? They may think he's on a pedestal by God, but we know otherwise. He's batting for the other side, and he's had his time in the dark, and he calls the sun. He's had his time, but, he's on his way out. The dark always catches up with him, and it's going to suck him right down, and good luck with that. So we're going to leave this here. Love and light to everyone. Again, breathe. Just breathe. Don't engage it. Don't go out and think you're going to benefit by, going out and protesting for Biden. Just let these bad actors have their tantrum and let the law enforcement take care of it. Okay? Because they're not going to win. They have no leg to stand on. He can rant and rail and scream to high heaven. but it's not going to change the reality. They're not going to overthrow the voting system because he's got his nose out of joint. Okay? And he set this up from the start. Thinks he was really clever. And like I said, the Borg may buy into it, but the rest of us are like, really? I'll see you online. Much love and light.